Hesitation is defeat is probably one of my favorite boss quotes of all time. It is incredibly instructional in that it says, you have every tool you need in order to succeed. Execute. Trust yourself, trust your skills in your gameplay, and as it says, do not hesitate. Make a plan, commit to the plan, and don't try and rethink it. And I feel like finally I have gotten to that point in Lords of the Fallen Invasions. So, hello everyone, Mithril Turtle, and I'm back with the end game of this quality build. I think it's around level 90 right now. As you can see, I got a Grand Hammer parry, and it's gonna jump back to level 70 real quick for like one of my first ever like grand weapon parries in an 1v2. And when I say end game, I mean like I have beaten the game on my first playthrough and just in regular new game, and with this particular build, and am ready to start branching out and experimenting with more things. So coming soon is going to be more than like power stance bleed stuff or power stance long swords with Dervla's crossbow. Specifically what I have recorded a little bit already is Dervla's sword, as well as like with some corrupted banner javelins shenanigans. And I've started like a Radiance playthrough and also a randomizer, because I've just been having an absolute ton of fun with this game. But like I said, so like it is the end game of like for a quality build. It's like I understand what I need to do in terms of like posture breaking, how to get things set up with like, and still doing like surprisingly good damage with the power stance swords. I think in the level 90 part of it I'm using the red hand longsword and Fitzroy's sword. Although they don't necessarily have like a stacking status ailment, they just both do a lot of really good damage and is a ton of fun to use. And like again, you get a little bit of hyper armor, a good amount of reach, absolute ton of fun. I have changed up the fashion a little bit to a good amount of Judge Cleric's stuff, because I do like being able to show off my magenta hair, and her armor is pretty cool. And it looks. Sometimes you just wanna change up to a nice shiny gold. But yeah, I've gotten a lot better with the blocks and with perfect guards since the Sekiro reference at the beginning. Like things have been clicking, and I've been having like, I still die plenty in invasions, but I as if you've been watching from the first video of learning Lords of the Fallen, like you hopefully you've seen like I have come back into my style. Obviously, it's a different game than Elden Ring, but you can probably see where, like, movement-wise, it's like it is it is the same person again. Um, Not that I'm different, but I think you get what I mean. Like the the style is back. Which is really cool for me to go back and watch these, and I hope is also entertaining for you in terms of just like really fun, cool stuff. And because there is a whole lot to go with, like either like a particular pure stat build, the different weapon weights, going for like sword and board, the three different spell types, the different status builds. Like there is so much to experiment with, and you guys seem to have been really enjoying Lords of the Fallen. So like, um, I, I hope you're ready for me to keep going on my Lords of the Fallen kick for a while, because it's been great. I'm really glad that I jumped into this game. Obviously, like it is there are a few things like it is much easier to get stuck on terrain and absolutely murked by two dudes than in Elden Ring. Um, the poise system I still don't really understand, um, but there is, and like sometimes like the connectivity spikes are sometimes a little bit weird, but it is nice to be able to have cross-platform to just have more activity. So like there is there is a lot of good, and I think I might have said it before, but like I know times can be a little bit tough right now in terms of economy wise and game stuff, but like if you could get a good sale, absolutely 10 out of 10 worth it for me for having picked this one up on sale. And I think the last guy, from just being incredibly hyper aggressive, and I think I also probably was getting annoyed because I got like a couple of, it wasn't like classic Souls ganks, but just like a couple of not super amazing invasions in a row where it was just, I was frustrated. So when that guy just decided to just be like, I'm just going to mash light attack into you with buffed weapons, I was like, please do something more interesting. Like this guy who were like emoting and doing all sorts of like it. I have been like jumped more in Lords of the Fallen by walking up and waving to somebody than than in Elden Ring, where usually they'll like wave or weapon wiggle. Where in Lords of the Fallen, it is much more on point, like on brand of the getting jumped happens. Um, Now, in this particular last one, this is just like an absolute survival mess of a longer invasion, but it is still very fun to try and like not get completely obliterated by these dudes. And yeah, and I think another like a good and a bad for activity is like the because the game goes off of mostly like level searches, like there's not a restriction on where invaded, like you can invade in terms of like level or weapon upgrade ranges. You can get some imbalanced things, and there will probably be a screen cap of it later. You can also get invaded if you're doing an enemy randomizer, which is hilarious. So, like I said, there is. I appreciate the support of the videos, and I'm glad that Lords of the Fallen invasions have been entertaining. Um, I've certainly been enjoying myself, and there's an absolute ton more to try. Like quality power stance, long swords with Dervla's crossbow, like one setup of a lot of different things that you can try. Um, like I said, like I haven't really even dabbled into spells all that much, so it is it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and then the Fire Emblem Pride theme hacks are going to be getting streamed soon and for that competition, so that's going to be fun. Um, I guess now I'm just chatting as this invasion goes on, but yeah, I plan on doing like a voiceover of the randomizer playthrough. That one has been really fun. Like I said, I started like getting it. I've started a Radiance playthrough because I would like to like play through and see what the different endings are. Like there is so much to try. Oh, yeah, and I was gonna mention like Night Rain's out now. If you have been playing Night Rain, I hope you've been having a ton of fun. Um, it looks really good. It looks fun. I just don't have a schedule for like roguelikes or like the squad because my player two is in California time and I'm in Eastern time. So we the overlap of co-op shenanigans is not in the cards right now. But if you guys are playing Night Rain, I hope you're having a wonderful time. And as these guys get destroyed by the Sin Piercer, I believe, yeah, that'll bring things to a close. Thanks again. I hope you've been enjoying the invasions and have an amazing day. See ya.